Hi, this is a syllabus review for Math 126, Fall 2014 for the online section. So I'm going to go on this Canvas page here and click the syllabus there under the banner. Open that up. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit. So this is Math 126, which is Pre-Calculus 1. We're looking at section 1008/1009. My name is Jeff Downs. Email address is jeffrey.downs@wnc.edu. My home page is www.wnc.edu/tilde-downs. However, all the information that's there is really inside of Canvas, so you're not missing too much if you don't go there. Office is, I have two offices, one in Fallon, that's Pinion F1. And they're on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Aspen 231 is in Carson. I'm in Carson on Mondays and Wednesdays. My Fallon phone number is 775-423-8330, extension 2251. And my Carson phone number is 445-4294. Of course, 775 area code. But that Carson one, I don't have the voicemail set up, so I wouldn't leave a message for me there. I also have my cell phone number there for you. Office hours, I'm in Carson for office hours on Mondays from 12:30 to 1:15, and on Tuesday, Thursday, I'm in Fallon from 2:15 to 4:25. The prerequisites for this class: Math 96, or 3 units of high school mathematics at the level of algebra and above. Course description provides a third course in algebra. Topics include polynomial, rational radical equations, absolute value and quadratic inequalities, relations and functions, linear, quadratic, polynomial, exponential, logarithmic functions. Those are my favorites. There are graphs and applications and systems of equations. Course objectives upon completion of this course. Successful students should be able to do the following: solve polynomial, radical, and rational equations, solve absolute value and quadratic inequalities, identify functions and find inverse functions, graph, find slopes and equations of linear functions and use them in models, sketch the graphs of basic functions and transformations of them, graph polynomial, exponential, and logarithmic functions and use them in models, and solve systems of equations and inequalities, not necessarily linear. This is a 3-credit course. A transferability within Nevada. This course is designed to apply toward a WNC degree and/or transfer to other schools within the Nevada system of higher education, depending on the degree chosen and other courses completed. It may transfer to colleges and universities outside Nevada. For information about how this course can transfer and apply to your program of study, please contact a counselor. The linkage to college admission: apply mathematical/analytical problem-solving skills through the use of polynomial, exponential, and logarithmic functions, the application of systems of equations, and the application of matrices. Provide instruction that contributes to a student's ability to think critically and solve problems, to reason mathematically, and apply computational skills. So we're using Pre-Calculus by Paul Sison, Hawk's Learning System, 2nd edition. This is the 2nd edition we're using. And all these ISBNs are for the 2nd edition. So you have some choices. You can go with a regular textbook or an ebook, or you can get a bundle. And if you want to do your homework and exams online, you need to have the online. Either get the online part or get it bundled with the book or something. Supplies: you need some kind of a text, either paper or an online text, and a calculator. I recommend the TI-89. I will say this: I use TI-89 for pretty much all my math classes, including calculus. Some instructors don't use the TI-89 in their math in their calculus classes. They only allow TI-84s, so make your purchase with that consideration. So the grading scale is pretty standard: A, B, C, D, F. So A 90 to 100, B 80 to 89. So it's all there. A grade breakdown: midterms 200 points. Discussions: you have to do at least 10 discussion postings at 10 points each for 100 points. Homework: 5 chapters at 40 points each for 200 points. Quizzes: 10 quizzes at 10 points each for 100 points. And the final exam is 1 at 200 points, for a total of 800 points. So there will be a midterm. You may take a paper exam or an online exam, unless you are a fast track student and your high school requires proctored paper exams. So that is the case this semester for at least one school. Online exams are through Hawks Learning Systems and may be repeated to improve the grade. Paper exams are downloaded and transmitted back to the instructor by the due date. Paper exams may only be taken once, but the student may choose to improve the grade with an online exam. There will be no makeups for missed exams. The due date for the midterm is October 14th, 2014. Paper exams must be in my possession by that date, and I really want those loaded up in Canvas. If you do a paper exam, I want it scanned as a PDF, one file in Canvas is my preference. If someone emails me 10 pages, it's a lot more work for me and doesn't put me in a good mood. Okay, the course ID for the online work is Math 126 Fall 2014 online, and that's going to be in Hawks. And there are instructions in Canvas on how to get to the Hawks stuff, but pretty much you're going to install software on your machine and use the access code. Discussions. You must provide at least 10 postings in the discussion board. The postings must be substantive and not simply say I agree or I disagree or haha or LOL or whatever. You can either ask a question from our material or you can answer a question. Your first posting should be an introduction about yourself. Homework. You have two choices for homework in this class, as I've already mentioned. You can either do it in the Hawks Learning System, the section certifications, or so certify, or you can do the homework assigned with each lesson in class. Homework counts for a total of 200 points. If you try the Hawks and would prefer to go with the traditional homework, you may do so. If you do the traditional paperwork, you must fax, email, or mail your homework to me to be postmarked by the day of the exam. And, mailing is, or I shouldn't say the exam is the date, it's in the syllabus, the due date. Anyway, mailing is not the best option. I prefer a digital copy. That way I can look at it. I don't need to keep it on record. It's homework. I'd like you to have copies of your homework to study with. I strongly encourage students to mail a copy of their homework in case it's lost in the mail, but I really encourage you to upload it inside of Canvas. There'll be 11 quizzes. The top 10 quizzes will count for the grade. The quizzes can be found in the modules in Canvas, unless you're a fast-track student and your high school requires proctored paper exams. And that is, again, the case with at least one school. They will be giving the students paper quizzes. There'll be a final exam due on December 9th, 2014. It may be taken on paper or online. Attendance, again, unless you're at a school where they require you to do a proctored one. Students are expected to participate and keep pace on a regular basis. Students failing to keep pace or answer emails from the instructor for 2 more weeks may be dropped from the course. Any departure from the attendance policy must be pre-approved by September 2nd, 2014. Ethics statement. No cheating of any kind will be tolerated. Any student caught cheating, attempting to cheat, or assisting in the cheating of another student will be expelled from the class with a failing grade. Early alert. Please note that in an effort to help students successfully complete their courses, the counseling office on campus will ask faculty for names of students they feel may be in need of additional assistance. The counselor may contact you for some ideas, to offer some ideas. Grade appeals can be made to Scott Morrison. There's his email address. Disability statement. If you have a disability for which you need to request accommodations, please contact Susan Trist, the Coordinator of Disability Support Services, and there's her contact information. Here are some important dates for the college for this fall 2014 semester. And here's our tentative schedule. You see quizzes come out on Thursday. They're going to be due on Monday. Again, unless you're at a school where they proctor them. There's a midterm. There's our rough schedule, and that's it. Okay, well, I hope that would answer any questions you have. If you have further questions, please contact me. I'll see you online.